Hey guys, today I have my December wrap up. So, December being the last month of the year, I know that I wanted to bang out as many books as I could, because I had a lot of free time and there were so many books that I wanted to read this year, so I wanted to see what I could fit in. So, in the month of December, I did go ahead and read 16 and a half books, and the reason why I say half is because today is December 31st. It is like 2 o'clock in the morning, so the day hasn't really even actually started. So I might be able to finish one of the books to equal 17. I'm not too sure yet. If I do, sometime towards the end of the video, you'll see like a little comment that says that I did complete it or not. I'm not too sure. It's been raining all day the 30th, and it's supposed to rain all day the 31st today. And I don't think I'm gonna leave my house. I have plans to, but I don't think I want to. So we'll see. I might finish it. What I went ahead and read in the month of December, the first book is Real by Katy Evans. This is the first book in the Reel and Rip series, is what it's called if I'm not mistaken. Real follows Remy or Remington, Riptide, Tate, and Brooke. It is a new adult book, and Remy is a fighter who has some issues. Remy has a temper problem, I should say, and he deals with it in his own way because of past history that he has. There's times where my heart broke for Remy and Brooke, and the ending, oh my god, there's times I just wanted to shake Brooke, but I did really enjoy the book a lot. Yes, I did go ahead and give it 5 out of 5 stars. I did go ahead and move on to the second book, which is called Mine, and it's still following Brooke and Remy, and there is this curveball that is thrown to them that kind of puts them in a very tough bind and trying to survive this bind and how they can kind of keep everything together. And at times I was kind of frustrated, but I enjoyed the roller coaster of the emotion and everything like that, so I did go ahead and give it 5 out of 5 stars. And then I went on to the third book in the series called Remy, and this is in Remy's perspective. So there was times in Real and Mine where, just like in any new adult book fashion, you want to know what the guy is thinking, or any book in general could be like that too. But in new adult, it's something that's kind of like a trend for them. And with Remy, you are experiencing everything through his eyes. So there's certain things that happen that I don't want to give away because it might ruin it. I don't want to ruin the story for anybody, but there's certain situations where Brooke is not involved or isn't there. You don't know what was said or anything like that. We want to know what he was thinking when he made that decision, what he was thinking when the curveball was thrown, things like that. And I enjoyed it. I did give it 4 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy it because I was curious to know what was happening in certain aspects in book 1 and in book 2, because it does combine both books, but not in a way where it totally dragged on, kind of like This Girl by Colleen Hoover. Like, that book I could have dealt without. Like, that epilogue in that book could have just been added to book 2 and I would have been fine without having to read anything else in This Girl. But with Remy, I really, really enjoyed it. After that, I decided that I needed to get the ball rolling for my book club, that I needed to go ahead and read the books that were chosen for the month of December, since the contemporary book that was chosen was The Redemption of Callie and Kayden by Jessica Sorensen. It is the second book in that series, and I had not read the first one, which is The Coincidence of Callie and Kayden by Jessica Sorensen. So I went ahead and did that because I needed to read the first one to get to the second one. This story follows Callie and Kayden. Callie is kind of like a loner, or is a loner, and she's kind of looked down upon by all of her classmates. They like to pick on her, majority of them, and there's a reason why she is the way that she is. And then there's Kayden, who is the All American, All Star football player that you think has everything put together, but he doesn't. Like, his family life is not that great. And there's one night where Callie comes out of her shell and she stands up for Kayden, and that let an impression on Kayden. You fast forward 4 months because they're on the verge of graduating. Callie decides to go to college early, like she leaves for the summer, like she starts school early, like Kayden does what most normal high school graduates do is they start in the fall, and they kind of bump into each other and the story evolves from there. And you kind of find out what everybody's secrets are. You find out why Callie is the way that she is, why she changed abruptly from what everybody kind of describes, and how Kayden is trying to break out of his shell, like his mold of being this all American kind of jock. Like, he wants to kind of be able to be his own person. So you kind of see all of that evolve and the emotion and the roller coaster that you go through. Like, this story, I was so intrigued, I couldn't put it down. I was so eager to find out what everybody's secrets were. And when I found them out, like, I wanted to cry so bad. Like, it was such, and the growth and the ending. I was like, what? I was so happy that a book two was already out, because if I would have had to read this book, let's say, like, when it originally first came out and had to wait for book two, I would have died. But I loved it. I did give it 5 out of 5 stars. And then I did go ahead and go on to The Redemption of Callie and Kayden. I did a book review. I don't know if it's going to be posted by the time this wrap up is. It might not, but not to give too much away because I don't want to ruin the story. Like, I don't want to give anything away, especially with it being the second book. I did love the growth of the characters. I loved how Callie and Kayden grew and bettered themselves. Like, I think it was amazing. Like, it wasn't unrealistic or anything like that. I really enjoyed it, and I went ahead and gave it 5 out of 5 stars.